Alright guys, welcome back to Forgotten Treasure. Today we are going to be taking a look at a method that we can use to preserve some of the finds that we find from magnet fishing and metal detecting. What we're going to be doing here today is we're going to be using a vinegar bath. What that's going to be, it's going to be two simple ingredients: white distilled vinegar and table salt. What this is going to do is it's going to create a solution that's going to eat away at the rust and corrosion building on ferrous objects. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our objects. We got a couple can openers here and a square nail. We're going to drop them inside of a mason jar. We're going to take our table salt, sprinkle it in there, and then we're going to take our vinegar and just pour that in. Got to make sure you fully submerge the artifacts that are in your jar. The ratio I've seen a lot of times is typically about half a cup of salt to 1 gallon of vinegar, but for the most part I kind of just eyeball it, throw a tablespoon or two in there when you're just working with a small mason jar like this. Then go ahead and cap it up, give that a little shake, get that salt nice and incorporated in there, and then we're basically just going to take this and we're just going to let it sit for overnight for about 12 to 24 hours. I wouldn't recommend letting it sit past that 24-hour mark without at least inspecting the object and cleaning it off. Because what this is going to do is this vinegar bath, it's going to remove and flake away all of the corrosion and oxidation off of the metals. You can see in some of these jars, you can already see little bits flaking off here. So this vinegar, it's highly acidic, and it will also eat away at the clean metal as well. So even after you got all the corrosion off, that clean metal is still going to continue to get eaten away at by the vinegar until we neutralize the acid. So this is not an ideal method for cleaning your relics, and I would not recommend this as your primary preservation method. I'd always recommend electrolysis over this, especially when working with ferrous objects. But this is a good method for things like square nails, some miscellaneous other objects, things that you don't really care about too much. They're not super valuable. If they get a little more damage from the acid, it's not that big of a deal. And so tomorrow night we will open these up and I'll show you how to go ahead and clean this off, neutralize the acid, and the next steps in the process. Alright guys, welcome back to Forgotten Treasure. We are going to be going over the second half of the vinegar salt bath cleaning method that we started earlier last night. So we got our jar here. It's all nice and dirty. Everything's been sitting in there for a while. So let's go ahead, open this up. Now I'm not going to pour out all of the vinegar right away, mainly because there's probably a good chance some of the stuff's going to need to go back in there. So there's no sense wasting it. So we're going to get a little bit of that vinegar on the toothbrush here. Reach in, pull out some of our artifacts, and go ahead and give them a light scrub with that toothbrush. Toothbrush bristles are going to be nice and brittle, so they're going to start working away at the stuff that's on there, but they're not going to damage the artifacts. All right. Alright, here's a good example of what we're looking for. So this guy yesterday was completely encased in rust. Today you can see that the head of the screw is poking through. You can see the actual metal underneath, and all that heavy corrosion that was on top here is just crumbling away. Alright, after you've done that, if you got some of the stuff like these guys, still have a lot of corrosion on them, it's okay, just go ahead and put them back in the jar, fill them back up, throw them back in, and let them sit again for another 12 hours or so. Hope this helps you guys clean up and preserve some of your relics. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys again soon.